Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Joseph Cipriano, and today we have a first-time patient to chiropractic. So he's never visited a chiropractor before. Actually is really wanting to know the experience of what's going to happen, the outcome. One thing he has already told me, every now and then, on and off, he's been having a little bit of hip pain, but it's not following a direct pain pattern. It's not all the time. It's very spontaneous. So we're going to go through, we're going to do a check, we're going to check everything on him today. We're going to go through the cervical, the thoracic, the lumbar, hip and pelvic. And we're just going to see the alignment on things, and we're going to work with everything that he has, that he's going to bring in here to the table. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Let's start. So what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have you lay face down, and you're going to put your forearms right here for me, okay? Okay. So as everyone knows, as I always start, I like to start in the upper trap, that upper thoracic area. Usually a lot of people tend to hold a lot of their stress right through this area. So just coming in right off the bat, you got a little bit more tension right here on this right side. I know I can feel that. Do you notice that when I push in here? A little bit. So we'll go through and we're going to first scan the entire spine, and then from there we're really going to find the areas that need to be adjusted. So I'm going to be starting up here first on the right. We're going to go through the back here. Got a little areas right through here in the mid-thoracic. We're going to bring it down. We're going into the lumbar spine. A little bit of tautness on the right-hand side. We're going to feel the SI joints. A little bit of edema on this left side here. So now we're going to come all the way down. We're going to check the leg length. So in doing the leg length, you can tell this left leg is a tiny bit shorter than the right. So nothing much, but we are going to address that today. But let's go ahead and we're going to start right up here in that upper thoracic. So that first adjustment, it's going to be a T2 on that right side. There we go, got a lot of movement in that.
Oh yeah.
That was the first adjustment ever right there. Alright.
Oh yeah.
Getting a lot of movement here. So we're going to go to the thoracics. We're going to clear out the mid-thoracics here. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath in and let it all out. Good. One more time, deep breath in. Let it out. Good. Okay. Gonna go back, check the leg length after we did a little movement here. Actually, it's almost showing pretty balanced right here. I do want to really check. We're gonna put a little bit of motion into this joint here. Not really an adjustment, where we're just kind of stretching them out here. We're going to go up, we're going to stretch out everything to the low back. We're going to do that on the other side as well too. So after we do the full adjustment today, we're going to go through and we're also going to do the trigger point therapy. So first what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have you turn on your side and face me. Bend this top knee for me. Good. Just gonna bring it around just like that. So that top knee is bent.
Oh wow. Feels good.
You already felt that. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Lay flat on your back for me. So we're just gonna do a little bit of. We're gonna do a leg pull. So the leg pull, we're gonna be working on between the knee, the hip, and also in that lumbar spine here. Good. And lay on this side and face me. Good. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to have you sit up with your feet at the edge of the table. Yep, perfect, just like that. Alright, so I want to clear out a little bit more of that mid-thoracic spine here. Some people tend to move differently. When I was doing it's called the P to A, the posterior to anterior. He wasn't moving that well through here, so we're going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to have you give yourself a big hug.
Oh, I love this.
Alright, so what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have you take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to start bringing you down on the table. As I bring you down, I want you to exhale all the way out, okay? And exhale out.
Oh yeah.
One more time, deep breath in, and all the way out. Okay, stay just like that. You can relax your arms on either side. Scoot down just a little bit where your knees are fully off. Good. Okay, so we're going to be doing the Y strap, which is going to be a long axis distraction. What this is going to do, I'm going to wrap this around the base of your occiput here. The traction, I'm going to be tractioning you out in this direction on that Y axis. And the whole point of it is we're going to be taking pressure off the nerves going all the way down in your spine, okay? So I'm going to have you lift your head up for me. Good. Relax. And here we go, we're going to distract.
Moving day. Let's talk about upgrades. From now on, when we
There we go. How was that?
Felt good.
How far down did you feel that with the distract?
Here.
Right in through here?
Yeah, I felt to go down.
Perfect. Yeah, that's quite a bit of movement with that one. So, alright, I'm going to have you come up. Alright, so that was the full adjustment. You got a lot, as you can tell, I got a lot of movement.
I feel taller.
What, you feel a little bit taller? What else do you notice with
I definitely feel it right here.
you notice
Yep.
you feel a change, don't you?
I do.
A little bit of movement. Okay, good, good. What I'm going to be doing now is a little bit of trigger point therapy. So what happens is once we make that adjustment, you've heard of it like a term called muscle memory, correct?
Yes.
So your muscles they attach onto the spine here, okay? So as I just made those adjustments, when I make the adjustments, I'm realigning the spine how it needs to be. But your muscles are so used to being in that other alignment, they're gonna pull that spine back to what it was. So what I wanna do with the trigger point therapy, I want to help relax those muscles and have them not pull that spine out of alignment so you can actually hold your adjustment a little bit longer.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to have you put this arm kind of like this behind your back for me. What that does is it opens up that, basically that shoulder blade right here. I'm just going to dig in. So this is going to be, it can be a little bit painful. We're going to be doing like a holding 5 seconds, and then we'll be working up and down on all the tender spots, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As on top, we're moving up, finding those spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can relax your arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I'm gonna come around to that other side. If you can put that arm behind your back. Good. So same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you feel every time when I'm digging in there, you notice that like pulling off. We're getting rid of those muscle adhesions. Really trying to relax this muscle just because we had just had a lot of movement in this area. You can relax your arm. So yeah, so that was full adjustment just done for a first-time chiropractic patient. How was that? Your personal thoughts, experience?
Feels good. Definitely feels like some tension relief.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I know for the first time, I know that you came in, you didn't really have any type of pain symptoms, pain patterns. You were just more curious on the feeling, and that's just with the one adjustment. So chiropractic, what it's meant to do, it's meant to just take pressure off of the nerves so your body can heal and function, as God intended. So I'm Dr. Joseph Cipriano, and like and subscribe.